Recording, please.
We are live and recording.
Wonderfully. So welcome everyone to our monthly meetup in February this year. Let's see what we have in place for you today. At first, of course, we have also a Q&A later on. So you can use the Slido with the QR code or with the URL if you want to type it there. Or you just go to slido.com and use the number which you see on top with the hash. It will be visible on all of our slides now. So what do we have today? Today, Giovanni wants to present us something from Huawei. He's developer relations from Huawei, how to use Huawei mobile services, so practical flight manual from a site for our Android apps, giving some technical insights and how we can use that. We have just one talk today to make it a little bit shorter, so everyone has some free time afterwards after a long day of work today. But we still have some more news for all of you, more about Android. I think yesterday or the beginning of Friday, they announced Android 12. The developer preview 1 is now live, which you can flash over the website. Or you can just go to the Android versions where you see what Android 12 is. So it's basically you have to flash your device, delete it, and can flash everything on top. With the new UI they have, there were some rumors already around with some more rounded corners, more pastel everything, and not so bright colors. Let's see what brings the future. But more importantly, I think for today, for most of us, will be for the future. Jetpack Compose is now officially in beta. So the API is stable, and now they optimize fixing bugs and doing performance optimizations in the long run. And I will hand over for that to Ricardo, who wants to say some words about that. Ricardo, can you talk?
Yeah. So yeah, this slide is about a small call for mentors. The news is that we are organizing a free beginner level Android course based on the content that recently Google presented to teach Android. So we organized a workshop in the past. We want to organize another one. It's going to be a remote course, of course, this time. And we are looking for mentors / facilitators. So if you feel like you want to help us doing this, please sign up. We don't have a schedule right now, but it's gonna be in the next. It's gonna start probably in the next weeks. So sign up, and we will let you know.
Okay, as everyone can't read the QR code with their eyes now, at least for now. Let's see in the future if we can manage that. But we will post later on the links also in our Meetup page or also in our chat here. I don't know, but at least the Meetup page will be definitely having also our Slack instance. Thanks for your introduction, Ricardo, and hope we will get some out of our community here to help there, so we can bring more people to do Android development. So, as we always telling, we need some talks. So it would be really helpful for us if some of you have something to present for us. So just go to talk.berlindroid.de and use the form there, and then we will plan you for the next meetups so you can present like Giovanni now. And I think that was from our introduction. The next meetup will be on the 31st of March. I think just before, how it's called, Easter. So hopefully see you later there again, but don't run away now. We have now Giovanni to present us, and we have some questions already. At least I can say immediately now, the course will be definitely in English, like our presentations now.
And I have a dog.
So thanks, Mario, for this question.
Actually, I have a dog, so it could bark during the talk, so sorry for it.
Never mind. I think at least some more voices than our own ones nowadays. So with that, I hand over to Giovanni. Thanks for being here again, and Huawei to offer us the possibility to have you here as well.
Great. Thank you, you and all your community. I'm really excited to talk with your community, your events. Let me share my screen. Here it is. Yeah. So yeah, I guess you can see my screen now. So first of all, hi everyone. Today I would like to give you some information about how you can develop for Huawei mobile services that we call HMS to short. So take this presentation like I called it, like a flight manual. So like a book about what you need, all the steps that you need to operate to develop with HMS, but it's much more simple than an actual flight manual. So you can always contact me later after the talk, and even my team after talks about your doubts, your question about HMS. We are happy to support you. So actually a little bit of myself, I'm Giovanni Laquidara, I'm from Italy, and I'm a developer advocate in Huawei in London, working in London. And essentially I am a developer who like Android app development, VR, AR, and machine learning. I strongly believe together this technology will compose the next computing platform in the future. I also
Giovanni,
love to.
I just have one quick note. We are seeing your speaker notes. So maybe you just move the window down.
Let me see.
Thank you. We want to see your full screen and the full beauty.
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. I use it for my times. Yeah. So actually, I also like to attend conferences and events, and I really hope that sooner or later we can meet each other live again. Finger crossed. Yeah. So yeah, first of all, a little bit of history. Once upon a time in 2019, there was a commercial war between two superpowers. Okay, I don't want to be boring about these stories. There is an URL there. It's actually well followed on that XDA post from XDA developers. So I guess it's pretty good that you can, if you are interested, you could read it. But the thing is that after May 15 in 2019, Huawei was banned first to have business with all USA and with the relationship with all USA companies. And then it was banned to use at all technologies from USA. So actually Google was forced to revoke the access to Google Play and Google Mobile Services from Huawei, from all the Huawei devices starting from 2019 May. That's it. What does it mean for the user? So the user with the new Huawei devices, new Huawei smartphone, cannot see anymore the Google apps, cannot use anymore the Google apps, cannot use them anymore, the Google Play Store. And there are no more Google Play services running on the devices. Devices that are still sold everywhere. So there are a lot of devices, foldable devices, new one with new hardware, and even some Honor devices. Honor in like it's 1 or a couple of months, it's not Huawei anymore. Don't know what will be the future of Honor, about if it will allow it to use the GMS or other services at all. But many Honor devices are still not using GMS. For the user, this means that, like I say, there is no Google Play. So there is not official Google way to download the apps. So luckily, Huawei already has its own app store. This app store it was called App Gallery. So this was published because Huawei want to have some control of the apps, and even because in China the Google Play Store is not present. So what they did is actually they try to push this one as the main store and the only way to install safe apps and working apps inside a Huawei Android smartphone or Huawei devices, so smartphone as tablet. So the app gallery is just it's essentially just another app store. It also has like editorial content, a new UI that is good to advertise the app. It doesn't miss anything that other app store has, and it's assure a really good visibility for your app if you are running into Huawei devices. It is also compatible with other Android devices as well. So I mean, I have an old Samsung S8 with the app gallery installed on it to test it, and it's working perfectly good. So we saw user side what changed, but what does it mean this change for the developers? The developers have not anymore the Google Play services. So the Google Play services, everybody probably knows that they need as a developer to develop some feature like push notification, maps, checking the location of the user, in-app purchase, and ads, and so on. So these are using the Google Play services, you are dependent from Google. In the new Huawei devices, you have not that one anymore. So if you have this app, like a simple Google Map application, you will see on the Huawei devices, like the screenshot on the right side. So you will see that your application was run without Google Play service. This is at best. Sometimes you can see your app can crash, or sometimes your app can display because the system will display a dialog to say there is no GMS, so your app will not work properly. So what you need to do? So luckily, Huawei also, together with the app gallery, with the app store, already had some sort of similar services to substitute the Google Play. That's because in China, the Google Play services are not, so they are not there. And actually what they did is, in a short span of time, they try to increase massively and deeply invest on this platform. Yeah, like I said, with a strict timeline, they were able to, the development team were able to actually create the similar feature, offering the same feature of other services like Google Play services. And they are always continuing to add more and more features. We will see there are also some other innovative, there are also some more innovative features in respect of the Google Play services. Yeah, this also originated a massive investment from Huawei from the past year and even now, and we are continuing enabling the developers and helping the developers to deploy their apps on what is essentially a third ecosystem platform. So, like we have Google Play with the GMS core, we have iOS with the App Store. We actually have the Huawei platform with App Gallery and the HMS core. This is actually Android developer friendly because it's based on AOSP. So it's based, this ecosystem, on the Android open source framework. This can be used because it's open source. And we are just creating a layer on the top, so in which you can, using this layer, you can actually empower your app and make it similar to the one that you are using already into the Google Play Store. So yeah, I need to add some marketing information, even that I know the developers are not interested in market, but let's make my marketing team happy. So, but we can see from this number, we are continuing growing and growing. There are a lot of apps that's already integrated, even in Germany, that we have a really cool team that is helping the customer, the developers to deploy their app on the app gallery and integrating their app with HMS. But we will see in a bit how the tech is and how organize your code to do it. So to integrate HMS and to deploy into the app gallery. So what we have now currently is HMS Core 5, and this is like a suite of services that can be used from location to machine learning, push notification. We have like a lot of API that you can use to empower your app. So you can visit the URL below. It's the official documentation. Sometimes we are constantly building the documentation as well. So if you find any error, feel free to contact me and my team. It's really good. We are always improving it. And even we have a massive team that can support you. So with calls, if you have companies with that, we can organize a session to help you with specific kits that you want to use. So my favorite one is the machine learning kit. This has the same name of the Google one, but it offers quite the same feature, but it's my favorite because it's very powerful. It offers a lot of features that are way more powerful than Firebase ML Kit and Google ML Kit. So like, okay, we have the face detection, like you can see from the video give, but we have also the hand detection that you can use automatically into your app. This will run actually on all the Android devices, not only the Huawei devices. So you can use it everywhere. Some feature of MLKit is available even on iOS if you want to use it for your iOS app. We have also gesture recognition, so you can use MLKit to understand that you are doing the like sign. We have voice recognition, but we also have sound recognition. Like you can develop easily an app that can detect the knock of an user, the screaming sound, the alert sound, the dog that is barking, the cat that is meowing, doorbell. It's a very powerful set of API, and it's my favorite one. So to start, you just need to go to the main hub of HMS. So the documentation, and then you will at developer.huawei.com/consumer English, because we are English speaker. And then you can search with the search bar all the info that you need. Okay, we are still not supporting the answer for that question, how to become a 10x developer, but yeah, maybe nobody can answer this. So if you want to start develop for HMS with HMS core, you just need a developer account. So just go to the top right, and there is a sign up button. Easy. So this will, if you tap on that one, you will be brought to a page that will allow you to register a developer account. So actually, if you already have a Huawei ID, it's like the Google login for Huawei or the Facebook login. If you already have that one, you can associate that one to your developer account. But then you need to register as a developer. And to sign up as a developer, you need to authenticate. So to authenticate, we are dividing into two sets of user. So individual user and enterprise user. The individual user will need to register as a developer two things: the ID card, so the ID document, and a bank card. So I know many already say, oh, okay, but I need to use a bank card. Yeah, it's safe. It's the only way to register and make sure that actually is you that are the developer, that you are that developer. And the access to this platform is completely free. So, I mean, it's not like other platform that you have to pay and they are identifying also you because you are paying for it. We just need that one because it's the minimal things that they need to approve it. And actually, we will need 1 or 2 days to be approved. So yeah, that is. If you are enterprise, we need a document that is called a dance number or the business license. So it's a little bit more complex, but you already have for sure that document if you have a business. So after this, after 1 or 2 days, you will be approved. And then you can access the main App Gallery console, this UI. That, by the way, this console is, even this one is constantly changes, constantly in development. This is like one of the last one from this week. So from these, you can access all the main services like checking the reports or like contacting the customer service. This is the main hub for everything you need for the App Gallery. And from here, you can click on the App Gallery Connect button. And then you can go, if you click on that one, on the App Gallery Connect dashboard. So from this dashboard, you specifically can assess your project and your apps and manage like user and permission. We are supporting also team accounts, so you can create team of developers and assign roles to it, like tester or we have marketers to check the analytics. You can do what you want with the roles there. If you tap on My Apps, actually, you will visualize the UI of your application. So it's a list of applications that you already created for the brand new for a brand new developer. This UI will be empty, and you just need to click on New App, and then you can create the all the template for your app, fill in the forms like the language used for your app, the package name, and then you can select all the attributes for it. Pretty straightforward. If you tap, instead of the app view, you tap on the project view, you can see the project view, the project UI. Yeah. A project is just a big container that is containing all your apps. And from the project, you can maintain and manage all the API that you will be enabled for your application. So like, for example, from here, you can assign like the signature of your application that will be linked to your project, and then it will use your API. And then from here, you can download the gconnect services.json. That is the similar to the Google Play Services JSON that you are already used to use. So you just need to configure your project, activate the API into the Manage API tab. So from here, let's say that I want to enable the analytics, or I want to enable the push notification. So to use it, just tick on the box on PushKit, and then download the gconnect services and use it into your application. We will see this one in a bit. So let's start. Okay, I have an application, already have an application. This application is not using Google Play Services at all. Okay, you are super lucky. Let's say that you already have your app into the Google Play Store. You choose that you want to have a better exposure on the Huawei devices using its own store, so into the app gallery, because the app gallery is, it's the favorite one, is the main one into the Huawei devices. So we will constantly pushing, like with marketing, push notification for your application on promotion. So it will be the favorite one on these devices. So if you want just use it, your APK, you are free to use it. You just need to create into the app gallery page, in the app section, your app page, just fill it with the resources, the screenshot, the icon, upload your APK, and into the review information, just write only GMS if you want only your app for the GMS devices. So from the app gallery for the GMS devices, or if you are, because your application doesn't use GMS, so it's okay to go even for the HMS device. You can go with GMS plus HMS. So this is the step, because it's super easy, and because your app doesn't use Google Play Services. Just create a page into the app gallery and deploy. You can use the same resources or you are already using from Google Play Services. If your app is using GMS and the Google Play Services, then you need to have a little bit of refactor to support HMS. We will see how. So first consideration, this is always a question about the signature process. So because it's always complex. Oh, should I use one signature? Should I use two different one? Let's see. So like the slide said, if you control the key, so you are not using the Google Play sign in to sign your app, it's okay. You can just sign your app, and I suggest you to do with this one with your signature. So just sign the APK for the Google Play Store the same way, with the same signature you are using for the app gallery. In this way, both stores, if you are in a GMS devices, so Huawei old phone like the Mate 30 Pro that can have both of the store, and actually have both the store, there will be not conflict with the update. So if your APK is updated by the app gallery, will update without no hassle, and the Google Play Store can update as well. no problem with it. So use the same signature. If you want to have two versions of the APK well distinct, then you have to use two different signatures. But even if you are using the Google signature, so you are relying on Google Play Store to sign your app, then we can offer the same feature into the app gallery. So in this case, your APK will have both two different signatures. And this could be a little bit tricky, but you can handle it. So to start integrate HMS, you have just to create, like I said, a project into the app gallery, the page of the app into the app gallery console. And then you just need to activate the API that you want to use it, configure it with the signature, okay? And then you have to download the gconnect services.json and put it into the root application folder. Tricky one, if you have different flavors, if you are supporting different flavors, we are not supporting different flavors with only one JSON. So you need to have multiple JSON per flavors. And that's and to do this, you have to create an app entry into the app gallery for every flavor that you have in the app. Okay, so it's just to fill out a page. You just need to put the name, the package name, and then you need to download the gconnect services JSON for that flavor and put it into the right folder of your project. This is the main point that could be a little bit of an issue when the first time you are developing for HMS. So if you are converting your app into HMS. Another doubt that many developers always asking me is, should I use one APK that supports both the edge services, or should I support two APK? So there is no issue integrating both services into one APK. So you can make the two services coexist into your app, okay? In-app purchase could be a problem for the future because Google probably, I don't know, Google allows only to use the in-app purchase kit. So having both into your APK can be such a problem for the future. Never happened right now, but better be safe. So if you're using in-app purchase and you want to use in-app purchase for from App Gallery, you have to use two APK. If you're using one APK, however, you will be your user will be super happy because they will have no problem with updates. It will be super natural. An APK downloaded from the HMS will be the same like the one into the Google Play. You'll just need to, so if a user pass from a GMS devices into a brand new HMS devices from Huawei, he will receive the same application. That's it. It will continue to work. It's your responsibility to ensure that all the data flow will be stable. I mean, in the process of passing it. So maybe if you have some in-app purchases from Google Play Store, then you need to port it into the same one. Otherwise, many people are complaining probably because, oh, I bought something with the old app into the Google Play Store, but it's not working anymore into the App Gallery. So you need to be sure that this will be handled specifically. When you use two APK, if you want to maintain the size low, because you are actually, if you are using both the services, you are actually increasing not so much the size, but you are increasing. So if you want to be size, size friendly, just use two APK. And for this, and if you want to use two APK, just use the mechanism of flavors. So let's start. If you want to use the both the approach to create two APK, just create into the build Gradle the flavors, like one GMS, one HMS, and then put your logic into the right folder. So this is plain and simple. So if you want to support inside your only one APK, you have to rely on the API to check the availability that the system, the availability of the GMS or the HMS inside your system. So you can actually use this API. That is pretty simple. So let's check if the Google Play services is running. Then I can do some logic like activate the classes that I need for Google Play services. Otherwise, if HMS is running on the device, I can do my other stuff. And you can actually choose your own strategy, and you can, I suggest you to better, or I mean, if you are using dependency injection, you can better activate one of the other services as long as you need it. So this is the way to go. This is like the simple code to choose whatever services you want to use. We also have an automatic tool to do it. So if you like the automatic tool to convert, and if you trust them, because you can actually encounter some issue when you're using an automatic tool. Okay, I actually prefer to do all manually, but if you go to that link, you can download it. It's our HMS Toolkit Converter. It's a plugin for Android Studio, pretty straight to use it. And I think it's really good if you want to understand what to do, how to proceed with your conversion, because automatically identify for you the point when you need to convert or use HMS, and the point, I mean, and all the codes, I mean, that you can actually use into your code base. So it's, I'm using actually to, and I suggest you to use it to experiment and to use the code that is generated from this tool. Don't rely, I mean, absolutely only on the automatic tool. This is a suggestion. If you are native Android developer, you're correct. But also if you're using the other technologies like Cordova, the old one, the Reactive, the React Native, Xamarin, Flutter, we are pretty covering all these SDK and languages. And that, I mean, we are supporting them constantly. I mean, we are not preferring one on the other technology. We are constantly supporting all the developers that actually developing with all this stuff. And we are also supporting more like, yeah, like say Unity. We have also another plugin for Unity that you can use for your game. But let's see some code now. So first of all, if you need to use HMS, you need to add a repository line to your Gradle file. So let's see here. So into the project Gradle file, you just need to add the repository, the memory repository URL. Okay. If you are using now some services that are coming from the App Gallery console, so from the API, you just need to add also that line of code, the one highlighted. And let's say that I need like the map. So the map is something that is provided by the cloud, so I need to use that line. Then I just need to, into the build Gradle file of your application, you just need to add your implementation, your dependency line of the kit you want to use. In this sample, we have the location kit. So the kit that we can use to take the location for the user from the devices. Also, don't forget to insert that one at the top. So apply plugin Huawei AG Connect. You have to add it because that one contains the plugin to parse the AG Connect services.json that you can download it from the app gallery and put it to your application. So you need that app JSON and you need the plugin to parse that one. So let's say now we want a sample about using the map. You can use our map kit. How to use it? We have the power of the API that are really familiar. So if you already use a GMS, the Google Play services, you will find very familiar API. So we also have a map view that you can use inside your fragments, inside your layout. Just use it. This map view support attributes like we say, like the zoom control, the compacts, if you want to see the compacts, and the other that you can find in the documentation. The map kit in particular support the same feature of Google Map, like the rich map display, the navigation, the go back. It's covering the world. Yeah, we have the global coverage. And the thing is that we have not the satellite map. So if you rely on your application heavily on the satellite map, you cannot use it right now. At the moment, we are not supporting it. So let's use the map into the layout. We now want to instantiate and use the map. Let's say that your activity have to implement the interface to define the behavior for the map. So we have the same, like if you are familiar with Google Play, it's kind of the same. We have on map ready. So if you implement this one, you will have the map ready in that call, and then you can like instantiate your map and do what you want with the map. So if you declare your map view there, then you can use it into your own map view. Let's say that we are also supporting like the drawing on the map. You can check that we have the polyline option, so to draw it on the top of the map. We have the option to put your custom icons for the point of interest and so on. So pretty much the same kind of API. And don't forget to override also to be a good citizen and override also the method that needs to the map view to handle perform goods with the callback. So on destroy the map view, on stop the map view, don't forget it, because otherwise it can be a mess. So this is pretty much to use the map. I mean, with a little bit of code similar to the Google Play one, you will have your application that is implementing and using our map kit and offering rich map display and navigation, and like I said, all that feature. So let's say that we want to add the location handling on it. So you don't need to forget that you need to add into the build Gradle the location kit implementation dependency line, and then you can use it. You can use our Fuser location provider client to acquire the location of the user, and then you have to define a callback to check when when the location will be ready, what you need to do with your location. So pretty similar. Or then you can actually set up the accuracy and the priority of the location services, the interval time of the requesting of the location. Pretty similar. So we saw a couple of services, map and location, that are pretty similar to the in terms of API of that one that you already used from Google. You can use the same, and it's pretty straightforward. So actually, I know that this could be such an hassle for a developer because you have to duplicate your code. And we, as a developer advocate team, we are trying to develop some wrapper around it. So my team already created 2 of them. So the map and the location wrapper. So you just need to include this library. And with this, you can actually have like a generic map view, but then you can decide what is your strategy. So if there is a GMS, use the map from Google. If there is only the HMS, use the one from Huawei, and that's it. So using these wrappers could be a really good point to make your development fast, for sure. And also we are developing other like for ads and other kits as well. So to test your app, if you have no HMS devices, it's pretty simple. If you already have the account, you have to register for it, but then you can access our testing suite on the cloud. So in which you can instantiate like a device for 30 minutes session. And then on that one, you can upload your APK, you can debug, you can start your debugging session. So you can download you can actually see the video of the actual device. It's not a simulated one. The actual device is connected in cloud. And you can also perform some automatic tests to check the compatibility of your application into HMS devices, the performance. Also, we are doing an automatic check for the battery consumption. That's pretty straightforward and pretty useful for your application. So a test suite that you could use for your app. Apart of the testing, we are now if we want to deploy your application, we are offering the API for the app gallery. So you can actually use it to deploy your APK, or we are supporting and constantly supporting CI tool. Like now we are supporting Bitrite, Jenkins, Travis, and Circle CI, and we are ongoing with GitHub Action and GitLab. There is a video of my colleagues, Fernando Pietro, another developer advocate. This video is about how to use the official steps for Bitrite to deploy your APK. And this is like, it's verified 1 month ago. It was verified 1 month ago. It's the official one. You can use it if you're using Bitrite, and I suggest you to use it. Otherwise, we are constantly developing and helping the community to develop the others one. So as a side step, we are always doing contests, and we are always partnering with university to do a hackathon to push forward this ecosystem. So stay tuned, because we will have for sure other opportunities and other and in which another event where you can get some help from us. And also we are creating the community of the developers community. We are creating the students developers community, and we are also creating the developers communities as well, like a GDG. We have also a Huawei group. It will start in Italy tomorrow, the first one in Europe. We will start another one in UK, and it will have the community atmosphere. So join us. I mean, we will not talk only about Huawei technologies, even other technologies as well. And we will, the atmosphere will be like helping each other to grow and to have also another ecosystem to choose. Just a little bit, a little news that I want to do is, I want to say it's the first one who register as a developer can win and will win the Huawei GT2 watch. So if you are registering, we are taking into account at the time of the registration. So just submit. The first one who submit the registration, it will win this one. So my colleagues will handle this, and we will approve the developer account. We will approve it in 1 or 2 days. So that's it. If you want this cool wearable, we also have one. And I guess that's pretty much all. I mean, yeah, it was fast. So thank you for your time. And I hope there are a lot of questions, but even if there are no more questions now, if there are no questions now, you can always reach me. I'm more than happy to answer your question even later. So, yeah.
Thanks, Giovanni. I think we have a lot of questions, if I saw it correctly, in Slido. So I will take over the screen sharing, if you allow me.
Yeah, let me stop the screen share. Okay.
If I can find it, there it goes.
Yep.
So, like I said, we have several questions from the people, more than normally. So that means at least a lot of people are interested in this. So the first question, does HMS Core come bundled with App Gallery?
So you can download the App Gallery. App Gallery is an APK. So you can download everywhere. Like I said, I downloaded also my old Samsung S8. And then from the App Gallery, you can download the HMS Core. So it's not bundled together. Inside the Huawei devices is already there, both the App Gallery and the HMS Core. So you will have it.
So Ricardo, you want to do your question yourself?
I guess I could. Yeah, I was wondering whether, if my app only uses Firebase stuff that don't use GMS, I think there is a comprehensive list about that.
Yeah.
You can just go ahead and publish it.
Yeah, perfect. Actually, I had that one in my old slide, but then I cut it because that page is really useful. It was actually pretty new, because before, if you want to use Firebase, you have to rely on GMS. And they released some services to the dependency. They released these services from dependency of the GMS. So if you are using Firebase and the services that are not depending from the GMS listed there, so thank you, Ricardo, you can actually deploy your APK into the App Gallery and it will work. Yeah.
But only outside of China, right?
Yes. I mean, China is another market, so you need to pass into others, review stuff also. It's not the only problem, that GMS one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ricardo, next question is also from you, as it looks.
Yeah, also from me. I haven't got it from the presentation, and I was wondering whether, since Google recently enforced using their proprietary system for Google Play billing, I was wondering whether Huawei actually does something similar, or one can just use the system they prefer.
So we are not enforcing it, but it's the favorite one. And also we'll have some promotion on the top of it. Like I don't remember now the exact number. Like you have lower commission on the payments for the first year and the second as well, and for educational app in relationship with the in comparison with the other services and stores. So, but we are not at the moment stopping to use other proprietary payment system. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it over from Marco. Does the system cover publishing apps to every app store in China?
Sorry, does this system cover publishing? I mean, you can use it, but for China, you have to pass other reviews. Like it depends in the services that you are using. For sure, this is like the way to go to publish also in China. But then you have to do other steps. We can do actually another talk about how to do the things for the apps for China if you're interested. You can invite other people. Yeah.
I hope that answers your question, Marco.
Thank you.
Next one, I am not a cat. Well, at least
I like your
does App Gallery support App Bundle or just APKs?
No, it supports also App Bundle as well, so you can use it. Yeah.
Thank you for that answer.
Cheers.
Next one, again, I am not a cat. If I use the same signature on both GMS and HMS in the same app, will App Gallery pick up updates that I publish to Google Play?
If there is, yes, actually, if the signature is the same, if the package name is the same, and on your device, like so if your devices has both the Google Play and App Gallery, I suppose it for sure is done all to Huawei devices. So because that's both, the app will the store comes first, get the updates. Yeah, that's it. And there is no error from the Google system because the signature is the same. Yeah.
Next question, Ricardo.
Sorry, many questions.
Fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this is more of a technical thing, and the question is HMS integrating with the Android X ads? You know, there is this API to get the advertiser ID from Play Services, and Google built this library on top to like abstract from Play Services, and I wonder whether HMS integrates with it, so you know one can just use it. And
no, at the moment you cannot rely on the Google Play Services advertiser ID, and and I mean if you want to use the ads on the HMS devices, you need to pass for the ads kit, so you cannot rely on this ID.
no,
So,
it's not just for like showing ads, but for like advertiser ID. It's like
no, yeah, even the advertiser ID you cannot get it, I think. Yeah. Even the ID, because it's relying on the system.
okay. I thought maybe HMS was like generating a new one or something.
I mean, yeah, it's a different one.
Yeah,
but
sure.
it's not the same. Yeah. So it's your
yeah.
So
Okay.
I mean, we have other IDs associated with advertiser, but then it's not the same. Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, I hope that answered your question, Ricardo. Someone sneaked in with a question, is voting up. So an anonymous person, same market size question for, so at first we probably should take the one below. How big is the market in Europe and how many HMS-enabled phones do we have in Europe?
So I cannot say the exact number. I have the slides for it. I mean, about the apps, that one. I don't like
maybe I can give you some answer for this. Actually, right now for HMS and GMS smartphone, we have over 60 million smartphone in Europe market.
Nice.
Yeah. And then comes a question above, which was upvoted and compared to. So the same market question goes for outside of Europe, US, APAC, etc. Or probably, I think it's easier if the person just contact directly Giovanni to get.
Yeah, or Vincent. Yeah, I can. Yeah, for sure. If you contact me, I can send you all the info that you need about it. Yeah.
Also, you can send it to our chat. I think probably you don't have all these numbers in your head currently, which is totally fine. So there was question from Tino, question of trust.
Question of trust about what?
Oh, yeah, that was my question, but probably, at least I guess, it's about China and our data which we have in this Huawei store. Am I correct, Tino, or do you want to, you're meaning something else with that question? Are you still here?
Tino? I guess, yes, it's about the trust, but I can say that the trust is about trusting a company. So it can be valid for all the companies, right?
Actually, we strictly.
Maybe I can help to answer this question.
Yeah.
I'm actually the reviewer of all the developer accounts in Europe. I can assure you that no data is sent back to China from Europe. This is straightly forbidden because even my colleagues in headquarters, they cannot access to the system. And for data or on the apps, like we are all stored in the server in Germany. So in Europe, our Germany server is our main server. So we rely on the servers in Germany with cooperation with Deutsche Telekom.
Okay, thank you for the clarification. And I hope, Tino, that answered your question. If not, you can write another message or just open your mic if you are still here. Next one, Colin, where does this map data for the Maps SDK come from?
From our own maps. So we are in partnership with TomTom and HereMap, but I mean, the maps are all data from Huawei, so officially there. Yeah.
Okay, one question when you talk about maps, I guess you don't have Google Street Maps, or am I wrong?
Yeah, we have not. I mean, that one has from Google services, we have not that data, and we have no unequivalent services at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. The next anonymous clarification on in-app billing. Is there a policy that does require dev to use Huawei chosen to enforce it? Okay, I think this question was already answered.
Yeah.
I go with I am not a cat. For the Huawei people on the call, what do the IDs next to your names on Zoom mean?
What? ID
you have an ID, like your name is Giovanni Laquidara and G0056 something. I was just
yeah, so yeah, you know, yeah, because that one I'm using my business laptop, my company laptop, and that code is my ID, simple. And Laquidara is my surname. Okay, I'm not a bot, I'm a human, so and it's my ID. I guess it's the same.
Okay, sorry, then the question. I just take the first anonymous again. How complex is it to migrate the backend for the push notification?
So if you, because I didn't put that one in the slide, but because otherwise it's a big argument, but we are supporting already some third-party push notification system. Like if you're using Braids, if you're relying on other third-party, it's okay. Otherwise, I mean, it's a little bit of work to migrate your own backend for the push, but it's pretty similar in terms of the API respecting the Google one. So the refactor should be straightforward, or it also depends case by case. That's the reason why we have a team that is dedicated to support the developers and the companies into this. We are helping them. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I think the next question is definitely the last one. I think so. The question wasn't answered with the in-app billing. There's a difference of a policy and Huawei not enforcing and versus not having a policy.
So we have a policy for in-app purchase. You can read all the legal stuff in the web page. I'm not aware about all the legal stuff, but we are not enforcing you have to use the in-app purchase at the moment. So this is the thing. But if you want all the policy, you can read it down. Yeah.
Okay, one more question.
Or you can write me. Yeah.
So about Google Login, is it available at Huawei?
Not if you are using the Google GMS, so the GMS one. I mean, you can try to use the Google Web one if you're using WebView or something like that. So you are not relying strongly on GMS. But if you are using the GMS or the Google login, no, we have another alternative like the Huawei ID if you want to use it. Or you can rely also on the Facebook one and the other social that are supported. Yeah.
Okay, I think that was really the last questions then for today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Giovanni, for the presentation and
No problem.
doing the interrogation from our side.
More than happy.
I think at least now the presentation part is done with Huawei, and you don't have to run away. We can have still an open discussion about what you think about the new. Oh, one question, Giovanni.
Yeah.
Is Huawei also compose ready if we go there, or will that work also with the new libraries you have? Will that be compose ready?
No, Compose is Android, so it's not using any services. You can use as well. You can use what you want there. You can use Compose. You can use Flutter. It's only about UI, so it's okay. It will work, and it's working. So.
But also your maps and all these things, or will that be problematic? Do you think?
Sorry, which one?
For example, if you use the maps, will that work with Compose?
I don't know what how Compose is assessing the maps, but if it's assessing the map with a GMS, will not work. So we will have to work. We will have actually to create something on the top. But yeah, I don't know about the how map is for the Google Compose. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for the answer. And now,
cheers.
I think we can open the microphones if somebody wants to say something. So it's not that you must be silent. So